Go ahead, Coach.
All right, big test ahead of us Wednesday with Florida. Best defensive team in the league, pose a lot of problems with their 1-2-2. Try to control the tempo. Nevard, the point guard's playing great, 9 of 9 against Alabama the other day. NOLA.com's been shooting it really well, another one of their freshmen, and they've got Allen, who's been a great player for them for a long time. And Johnson, the four-man's playing extremely well right now, freshman. Played at IMG, played with Andre Hyatt at AAU. We saw him a lot. And they've got a bunch of big kids who are good with 13, 21. Stokes has been giving them good minutes as well. So it'll be a big test for us. We're going to have to run good offense. We can't turn the ball over. They're number one in the league in turnover percentage. Amount of possessions they turn the opponent over. So we're going to need to value the ball, get the ball on the backboard, and give ourselves a shot. So they're playing extremely well, coming off back-to-back wins over Vanderbilt and Alabama, and they clocked Alabama on the road by 18. So it'll be a big test for us.
How odd is a 1-2-2? You see 1-3.
We've seen it. We hadn't seen it since UNC Greensboro, so it takes a little time to prepare for it. You got to change up what you do. It's they try to slow the game down and keep the game at their pace, and so we've got to do a good job attacking it. Something that's a little bit unique, a little bit different. He's done it. He did it when he was at Louisiana Tech, some too.
Well, I know this is a constant battle for you, but now that you got 6 games, 3 of them here at home, how do you keep the focus? 3 in a row at home.
Oh yeah, 4 total.
Just keeping the focus on the next one.
But we just talk about doing everything we need to do today. We don't even talk about it game-wise. We just talk about today. Winning today, making sure we do what we need to do today, making sure we have championship traits, championship habits every day, and focus in on that. If you can win every minute, every hour, every day, and you'll give yourself a chance to win when it comes to game day. So we try to really break it down and focus on all the small stuff.
I know you've been in basketball, for a long time, but we've always been a football-centric community, and have you seen and you appreciated the kind of attention and love that you guys do now?
Well, I don't go a whole lot of places besides here, and I'll have my nightly outing tonight at TJ Ribs. Some of my fine friends here. So I'm not out and about a whole bunch, but you can definitely tell that the interest is picked up and people are excited. So that's good. Give them something to do between football and baseball a little bit. But it's been good, and I've said it from the start. LSU is no different anywhere. If you win, they like you. So the reason our football program and baseball programs have been so good is because we've been winning for a long time. That's the goal of our basketball program, is to put us in a place where we can sustainably win. And so we're working towards that every day.
You all been so good in close games recently. What is there a defining characteristic for a team?
I think we got confidence and we work on it. You guys have heard me preach since the day I got here about 6-minute games and winning 6-minute games and being great in 6-minute games. Something we work on, something we talk about, and something I think our guys have confidence in, because they know our plan and just have to execute our plan.
Javante's been kind of up and down a little bit. How's he
He's
handled?
been more up than down.
Yeah, but
He's been very, very good for us. He's a freshman. He's been excellent for us. Sometimes his stat lines don't show what he can do. Sometimes when he doesn't shoot it as well, he does a great job defensively. Just his attitude and his toughness really, really helps us. He's been tremendous for us all season.
You talked a lot about your transition defense or lack thereof. How important is that going to be against Florida?
Well, a lot of our transition defense is because of our poor offense. We settle for some shots and don't work the ball like we need to. And so if we can clean up our offense, that'll help our transition defense a lot.
How important is that against a team like
Well,
Florida?
we can't give them easy points, obviously. They're a team that they try to grind it out in the half court. We don't want to give them 6 to 8 to 10 3 points in transition. But they're very good at converting live ball turnovers. Like I said, they turn you over on 24% of your possessions. So 1 out of every 4 possessions just about they're turning you over. And so they convert those at a higher rate than the national average. And so we've got to do a great job of valuing the ball. We only had 8 turnovers. It'd be nice if we could only have 8 turnovers Wednesday. That would be advantageous for the Tigers. We've got to make sure that we don't live ball turnover and let them get out of it.
How much time do you spend on your staff? How much?
A lot. I couldn't put an amount of time on it, but a lot. We have analytics on a lot of stuff.
You know, in baseball, that there's a big debate about that, and, you know, it seems like the other sports are a little.
We have a
more
healthy balance on our staff. You know, I'm an analytics guy. Coach Armstrong likes the analytics. Coach Benford and Coach Heyer, they like their eyes. And a lot of times, you know, our analytics back up what those guys' eyes see, and sometimes it confirms a lot of things. We do a lot of our scouting based on the analytics, and we do a lot of our game planning based on the analytics, and you know, it's just a matter of executing and hoping there's no statistical anomalies that happen over the course of the game, where you've got to adjust to those.
You think it's helped you, can you think of a few instances this year where it's really helped you win a game because of one or two certain circumstances?
Oh yeah, I mean there's certain times where we have, you know, where the numbers even out, and we have guys taking shots that we want taking shots, and we kind of coax guys into taking the shots that we want them to take. I mean that happens 7, 8, 10 times a game. I mean the other kids don't even know they're doing what we want them to do, and forcing them to their least efficient spot on the floor, and then taking them. Sometimes you'll see me, you see me clap after a made shot, you can pretty much guarantee that was basically the shot that we wanted to take, and they just broke the percentages on that one. But a lot of times, you know, we're forcing them to shoot the shots we want them to shoot. That happens 6, 8, 10 times a game.
How important is it to manage the players' workload this late in the season to make sure they're not breaking down?
Yeah, you got to walk a fine line. We got to continue to get better. Our half-court defense has gotten away from us here a little bit these last 2 or 4 games, and it's not going to work, you know, playing against Florida, but it's going to be tough sledding in the half-court. Offensively, we're not just going to outscore Florida, so it's going to be tough sledding. So we've got to certainly work and be conscious, but we do a lot more stuff in the film room. We do a lot of stuff with individual skill work this time of the year. And just try to have our guys with clear minds and fresh legs coming in.
You mentioned how close this group is. Did you see that coming together this summer, or was it something that really developed over the course of the school?
I mean, it takes time to develop. It kind of happens naturally. But we knew they were a close group when we recruited them. You know, those freshmen all knew each other. Those freshmen all talked to each other. They were pretty tight-knit group when we recruited them. Obviously, Skylar and Trey and Cavell knew each other because they had been here, and we had Marlon. You know, so it just kind of happened naturally. But all those guys knew each other. So that helped and maybe expedited the process.
Before you guys signed Javante, did you know he had that extra edge, that
Oh, yeah.
chunkiness? Is that one of the reasons you went after him?
100%. We needed that. I talked about it last year. Emmett brings it to our big guys, and Javante brings it with their guards. We needed that back. He's a pit bull. He's an absolute pit bull. And I love him. I love the technical he got the other night. I mean, I'm not huge. That's the first technical I think we've gotten all year. Thank you.
Second.
I hadn't gotten one.
No, you haven't. Nas got one in Arkansas.
that's
Oh,
right.
in Arkansas.
Well, it was a bad call.
I thought both of those were good technicals. The Arkansas technical, send them back. I thought both of them were good technicals. I love that about Javante. He's into it, and he loves LSU. He loves Louisiana. Loves playing here, and very pleased with him.
What
Do you think he
separates
gets in the players' heads when he's doing that pop?
I don't
what
know about all that.
what separates a good technical from a bad technical?
It sent a message. Got our team fired up. It sent a message that, I mean, I don't want to get into it all, but Georgia was, it was an intense game, and they were saying some things, and it sent a message. We're just not going to stand here and take it. I thought that was very, very well timed and good time to send that message. And we went on our run from there.
Do you sense there's a different demeanor on the court when he's out there with the guys and the children and all that stuff? Does he rub off?
I didn't sense it. I'm not paying attention.
Did you get a T last year?
Oh,
yeah.
3, huh? Wasn't it 3?
I don't know. I don't get many.
You don't count them? That's analytics.
No, I had 2 or 3 last year. I had one in the Alabama game, one in the same Houston State game, and maybe one more.
How many times did you have warnings this year?
The other day.
Couple
Well, the
times.
other day, but I'm just trying to think.
When
you remember-
Javante,
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. When Javante committed, he talked a lot about the community when he signed. I mean,
Like
did you
the
feel?
Javante press conference?
Yeah, I mean, but did you feel like?
It's good.
I mean,
He deserves it.
He was genuine, wasn't he? I mean,
Oh.
it wasn't a.
No,
a
it's
fake.
no, there's not a phony bone in his body now, guys. He's as real as they come. He's as real as they come. He's Baton Rouge through and through. He's as real as they come. His mother's done an unbelievable job raising him. She raised him tough and plays tough. And he's as real as they come. I love the kid to death. And he's been great for us. And the best thing about him is when you need him the most and in the biggest moments, he delivers. You don't ever shy away when it's tough. When it's tough sledding, he doesn't ever shy away. And the moment's never too big for him. It's really, really hard to do as a freshman. Just think back, I mean, the shot he hit against Louisiana Tech. So he's been great for us.
You think it's good that somebody other than Kentucky is on the top of this league? There's some other teams that are out there. It's a better balance maybe than having just.
Oh, I don't know. I think I don't know. It's a tight balance because I think people take the league more seriously if it's Kentucky and everybody else. If that makes sense. I think everybody likes it. You want your blue blood to be the blue blood. But I do think with it being as tight as it is and kind of, a couple of us up there, I think it maybe helps a little bit. Probably does more for Tennessee and us to be recognized with Kentucky than it does for Kentucky to be, and that's pretty obvious. But it's what we're striving to be. Is what they've been for a long, long time. So we've got a lot of work to do. And that's like I said earlier today, we're not going to get the benefit of the doubt on anything. We haven't earned the benefit of the doubt on anything. So we've just got to keep plugging along, keep working as hard as we can work, and try to break that stuff down.
Do you think people take you seriously now, or do you think that's a process?
That's a process. It takes time. I don't think people are shaking in their boots when they see the purple and gold right now. But hopefully we can get there at some point.
How did your first break in coaching happen, either as an assistant job or your first head coaching job?
Well, my first break was a guy, Oliver Purnell. Really, I was a graduate assistant at Clemson and the director of operations. I was 23 years old. I had no business getting a job, but I ran our camps, and our camps at Clemson were very, very beneficial for Coach Purnell financially. So I don't think he wanted to risk losing some of that camp money. So he just hired me. I mean, you could hire 200,000 people that were more qualified than me for the job. And he was able to hire me, and then Coach Amaker gave me my first assistant's job, and that was through a guy that I worked with at Clemson, who's now the head coach at Howard University, Kevin Nickelberry. They've grown up with each other and knew each other. And then I had an unbelievable AD at Tennessee Chattanooga that took a huge, huge gamble on me. I was one of the youngest coaches in the country at the time when he hired me. I think I was second or third youngest coach. And he had a women's basketball opening and a men's basketball opening. He hired Jim Foster, who was a Hall of Fame women's coach. He had just been let go at Ohio State. He'd been at Vanderbilt for a long time. Been to women's Final Four in '93, '94. Was just a phenomenal coach. So he kind of taken over the women's program, and I think the AD, David Blackburn, he's at Middle Tennessee now. I think he felt like, hey, maybe I could roll the dice on the men's program. I bought a little equity with this women's hire with Jim Foster hiring a Hall of Famer, and let's roll the dice on this young guy and see if he can get it done. And so I'm very, very thankful for all those folks, for Coach Purnell, and certainly for Coach Amaker for hiring me, David Blackburn for giving me a chance. And obviously, we don't go to the Final Four at ECU. David Blackburn doesn't even know who I am, so for Shaka. So I've been very, very fortunate. Worked for very, very good people.
So did you enhance the camp when you got the camp? Or?
Well, we ran a good team camp, and Coach Purnell probably has an addition on his house from our camp lunch. He did. His wife liked it more than he did.
What was your
Vicky probably helped me get the job more than anybody.
What was your percentage?
Not what theirs was.
Anything else?
I got off the rails.